So what's the plan for today?
Okay, so what we're gonna do today is work on this section of the haunt. I've started construction of these walls here, which is that corner that you see. And so this area today is going to be my focus. Here is where our door is, right there. So these are all walls that we have to build along here. So you come in and you do some twists and turns and you end up in that room. You're gonna have a couple of scare positions that aren't really labeled here. It's just gonna be 2x2 framing, and I have an idea for how I'm gonna make it look like a cave. So when that works or doesn't work, we'll let you know.
It'll work.
I'm sure it will. But yeah, that's kind of today's plan.
Alright, so Justin's got some walls up here, which makes him think he's all fancy.
He's not.
But he's not.
He thinks he is.
And then our friend Boyd is here helping us paint. We've got some panels. What I'm doing is just basically going over, rather than fill the holes made by the screws carefully in the proper way, I'll just go over some super visible ones with some spackling by hand. Spackling, which Justin tells me I shouldn't call spackling, but only
Drywall compound.
It's drywall compound for real men, but for us artists we call it spackling compound.
No, just spackling.
Or spackling. So I just go over it with hand and like sort of rough it up and make it look random. See my video before called, what did I call it?
I don't know.
The hot hands fallacy.
Right, that one.
About sort of creating random patterns on here, and then I'm going to give this top part a second coat with the yellow, and then start detailing it up with leather stain and all the rest of it. Here is Leanne, and Leanne is tackling the Crackling. So, just putting the first layer of Crackle, or the only coat of Crackle paint on here. I managed to get this sweet mantle for free. Someone was selling it on Kijiji. I emailed them. It was supposed to be for 40 bucks. Turned out it was a friend of the family, and they said, yeah, I could have it for free. So this is going to be pretty awesome. It's going to be in our second room. And haunter tip: when you're experimenting with Crackle techniques, start on the side that won't be seen as much, and then progress to the part that will be seen more, so you nail your technique. This is going to look awesome, this thing, when it's all said and done. We did the top first, and yeah, it was a little messy, but now the front stuff is starting to look great. Basically, we had to nail the consistency of the paint. First, we were watering it down too much. Now we've watered it down a lot less, and it's creating a much nicer Crackle effect on the front. Good work, Leanne.
Thanks, man.
What you doing?
Oh, you know, just working on a cave thing here.
A cave?
A cave. Yeah.
What materials are you using?
Well, what we've got here is some 2-inch square size chicken wire, or poultry fencing, depending on who you talk to.
Depends how politically correct you want to be.
That's right.
Because there's all kinds of fowl you can hold at bay with that wire.
It could be a duck barrier.
Yeah.
It could be a goose entrapment, whatever you prefer.
Try not to be racist.
Anyway, so then we've got some packing paper.
Right?
Just, you know, brown, regular packing paper. And on the back, what I've done is taken some scraps of it, you know, about like yay, white glue, slapped it on there, so you're making a mesh sandwich. And hopefully, because this is a test, so hopefully that will keep it adhered to this so that it's strong enough to take paint and take great stuff, which we're going to take and smear on the inside of here to get it smooth and bumpy all at the same time, kind of a texture.
Okay, now I'm doing my thing with, it says bleach, it's not, leather stain and water, and I go at this in multiple passes and eventually make these panels look antiqued, aged. I could mix the water and the ratio of the dye to the water a little differently and probably do this in one pass, but I like to do it in a few because I like to torture myself and spend more time than necessary on things. You can see when it first goes on, it looks amazing. then it runs off a bit. So you got to keep at it. But these panels, these 4 yellowish, brownish panels, are approaching completion. And I got to figure out what I'm doing with the rest of these. So this is the outside.
However horrible it looks.
This is what Justin's calling his facade for this year. He put that potted plant there to make it look nice.
Yeah.
So this is actually the way he wants it to look.
And this chair.
The chair is there too.
That's for people to sit on.
Dude, describe what's going to happen out here just briefly.
What we're going to do is frame in the area that is the deck and put a fake basement-looking ceiling in there. And then this is going to be the first room of the haunt. And this is going to look like the entrance to a secret thing that was like a secret entrance that was behind a bookcase. And it just looks like someone excavated out of the foundation wall.
Right. So you're going to come down from the alley. Up there is my haunt. Up there, they come up these steps in here. This wall look like a basement. You may still do stairs. You're probably going to run out of time. But make it look like this is a basement area with some furniture and stuff. And then in you go.
Yeah.
What do you think about in these moments?
Mostly the rain beating down on my soul. Like your constant
badgering.
Just, you know, deadlines. Thinking about whether I'm going to get this done.
What's happening tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow we're doing a photo shoot for the promo.
No.
Okay.
For the flyers.
Are the flyers not a promotive sort of material?
No, promo was the video.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, yeah, flyers are promotional material, but I've never heard a flyer called a promo. Have you ever been outside a fucking club and someone came up to you and was like, "Here, man, take this promo." So what are we doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow we are doing a photo shoot for our flyer, the advertisement flyer that's going to advertise both of our haunts.
With Christina Laukinen of Pear Tree Photo. I can't remember. Sorry, Christina. Who did our excellent photos last time.
She did. They were fantastic. And working with her was fantastic as well.
Yes, very nice. Then you're going to build the rest of the day tomorrow.
I am. I'm going to continue on with the cave system, hopefully, and maybe start some brick panel detailing.
And tell them why we put doors on here.
Well, we put doors on the haunt because Brad's parents' dogs are staying for an extended period of time and have a tendency to come in the haunt and take a dump.
Which might add to the overall ambiance later on if we let them do that, but for now, it's kind of getting on our shoes.
Kind of sick of stepping in it, to be perfectly honest. Yeah.
So, confident? What % are you done with the haunt?
What do you think this is? Maybe 2%?
2% done?
I mean, yeah, sure.
So just imagine this, everybody, times 50, and it's gonna be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. So, until next time.
Happy haunting.
There you go.